Bob Jeffrey, Worldwide Chairman. Fernando Vega-Olmos, Creative Chairman, Continental Europe and Latin America. From JWT, join us today to offer an inside peek into 3 pioneering initiatives that have impacted the industry. Please welcome Fernando.
Hello, everybody. That video is what we're here to talk about. We're talking about time as the new currency. It's a point of view we've had on the world of communications for the last 4 or 5 years. And it's based on the notion that we live in a world where consumers' time is precious. In fact, we are at an inflection point. A significant fraction of people's experiences are now very fragmented. Interesting piece of data I saw a few weeks ago. In 1960, people spent on average 5 to 6 hours a day with the media. In 2010, it's double that. And not only is it 12 hours a day with the media, it's across multi-platform and multi-channels and multi-devices. Fernando?
Yeah, I'm in charge of this little thing, so this is going to be a disaster. You know, me doing this kind of technology is, you know, a disaster. So basically, we're going to talk about time. First of all, thank you for your time. You are giving us money, and we appreciate that. Don't ask for the money back. And the thing is, it's that we do believe that, you know, time is the new currency, you know, and we are going to ask, and we are asking people to give us their time. It's not anymore, you know, giving us 30 seconds or the time that you are spending with a page on a print ad or whatever. It's now more than ever, you know, asking people to give us time to participate in our ideas. So basically what we need to do is create ideas that people want to spend time with. That's the definition that we are having. I love this definition. It's not mine. That's why I love it. And I think that it's about creating stories that in a way needs to consider that people are going to spend time with the story. That means that the story probably needs to be an incomplete story. If we're going to ask people to participate in an idea, we need to give them some incomplete stories to be completed. And basically, you know, the idea itself should be, you know, a kind of a provocation or an invitation to participate. This could be online, offline, you know. It's not about just the channel or the medium. It's about the different things that you can do with an idea. So, we're going to see some work, right?
Some forward.
Yes. So the first case, we're going to spend a lot of time with the work. And the first case is something we did in Argentina, my country, my beloved country. Vamos, Argentina en el Mundial. Yeah. Lot of Brazilians. What's wrong with this place? Now I'm sure that you are not sleeping anymore. Okay, this case is for Argentina for the launch of the Ford pickup Ranger. You know, Ford is a very well-known brand, especially the pickup Ford in Argentina and especially in the countryside. So not easy to crack a campaign using traditional media, but how we can really reach the audience, you know, the countryside people in a way that could be, you know, different and giving them the opportunity to participate in the idea. So we're going to see the first case. Oh, well, that's supposed to be later, earlier. That basically is a very cool illustration of what we are saying. That's a watch. And yes.
For the launch of the new Ford Ranger in Argentina, we chose to feature the strongest part of any Ford truck, its emotional bond with the people who have depended on it. To celebrate and deepen this already unbreakable bond, we created Folk Tales, a multimedia celebration of the tales of magical realism passed on from generation to generation throughout the countryside of Argentina. It started with a simple commercial.
A strange day, stranger than strange days. The sun did not come up on the horizon, but the fire still grew within us. They worked as if it were the last day, or better still, as if it were the first. Some believe that this story is a fairy tale, a fable. Others say that the sun deserved a day off.
Like all folklore, folktales took on a life of its own. We asked the people of Argentina to tell us their folk stories, and from over 1,000 submissions, we chose 3 to return to the countryside from which they came, with a 5-stop live production at the most magnificent local playhouses in the interior of Argentina, as of late a sorely underused community asset. With the help of director Mariano Mansur, renowned Argentinian actors, and hundreds of local artisans, we set out to create a unique, once-in-a-community event that could speak to our audience with unmatched authenticity. In The Postman, a long-dead mail carrier delivers letters with secrets that no one had ever dared to reveal. In Traders of Illusions, 2 women decide to sell rain to desperate, drought-stricken locals. And in Galactic Love, a couple on a journey meet another couple exactly like them from another planet. With Folktales of Argentina, not only did we launch the new Ford Ranger,
No, muy lindo. Gracias por traer una obra así.
we helped pass on hundreds of years of oral Argentinian tradition in an entirely new medium.
No tratan como normalmente se trata a la gente de campo, que por ahí se la trata como denigrándosela, ni nada por el estilo. Se la trata con mucho respeto.
And helped continue to weave the fabric of a culture rich in storytelling, and gave back to the communities as part of Ford Truck's 97-year relationship with the people of Argentina.
So the next campaign we want to show you is it's a campaign for Macy's, which I think for those of you in the U.S., you know it's probably one of the largest retailers there, if not in the world. And there's nothing like a great recession to inspire innovation, courage, and creativity between an agency and a client. We came up with this idea called Believe, and we actually invented this thing called the Believe Meter, and we had millions of kids all over the U.S. sending in letters to Santa based on the old story of Yes, Virginia. And actually, after the success of that, we went to the client, and again, this was in the middle of a recession. I give the client a lot of credit for being open-minded about this. And we said, you know what, we're not going to do the tried and true formula of just doing TV and print. Why can't we create content? And we came up with an actual idea for a TV program, and the agency did the entire program from beginning to end. And that's what I want to show you now.
In 1897, a little girl named Virginia OHanlon wrote a letter to the New York Sun newspaper. She asked if Santa Claus was real. The newspaper's response remains the most famous editorial in history. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Fast forward to 2008. The Yes, Virginia editorial inspires Believe, a holiday campaign from Macy's. Quoting those famous words, we asked Americans to prove they believed by writing their own letter to Santa Claus and mailing it at any Macy's nationwide. Believe meters across the country tracked our progress, and by Christmas, we had collected over 1.1 million letters. Our challenge for 2009 was to build on that success. We knew we could inspire more people to believe if we told Virginia's story beyond the confines of traditional advertising. So we went to CBS, America's #1 network, with a pitch. A primetime 30-minute animated Christmas special based on the true story of Virginia OHanlon. A show to become a perennial holiday event like Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and Miracle on 34th Street. A special crafted in the spirit of the old holiday classics and centered on our campaign idea, Believe. On December 11th, 2009, that pitch became reality. In just 37 weeks, half the production schedule of a typical animated show, we created a living, breathing New York circa 1897. We invented a motley cast of characters to help Virginia on her quest.
Ho, ho, ho!
And hired some famous voices to bring them to life.
Santa, hey?
Yes, Virginia incorporated elements of the Believe campaign, like the Believe meter and the red letterbox.
Wow!
But more importantly, we crafted the story entirely around our campaign's message.
Believing in Santa isn't something you prove. It's something you do.
We didn't just make the show, we had to promote it as well. Our PR outreach generated over 1.8 billion media impressions. Macy's declared December 11th National Believe Day. Everything built to the night of the premiere. So, did anyone tune in? The show drew over 3.7 million viewers, beating every other network but one. And the reviews were among the best of any new animated special in years. As an entertainment property, Virginia is just getting started. This year we'll see a children's book, a DVD release, even a parade balloon. That's why we set out to make a Christmas classic instead of another ad. In 1897, Virginia OHanlon showed the world what it means to believe.
Merry Christmas!
Our hope is that her story will continue to inspire long into the future.